This is a vectors question written in this ugly, ugly format. You should never use this. It does say in the question, but you should know that I means 1 unit to the right, j means 1 unit up. But when you see things written like that, you should just immediately get rid of it and replace it. So I've done that here. Just check you understand that this means 1 plus 2t across, so I'll put it there. This means 3 minus 3t up, so I'll put it there. There is no z component, there's no altitude. So I've got the positions of 2 ships, and you should think of these as coordinates. Now these are interchangeable. I think a lot of students understand it better like that. This is just a coordinate. It's just moving. As t changes, this coordinate moves, but it's a coordinate, and you understand coordinates far better than you understand vectors. So this is a coordinate. It's just moving, that's all. Same with this one. That should be our B. So I've got 2 coordinates. So the first question says, what is the bearing that ship A is sailing on? So in what way is this coordinate moving? Well, what is the relationship between position and velocity? Can you tell me that? Well, you differentiate position if you want velocity. So I'm going to do that. So the velocity of this ship is just a differential of 1 plus 2t, 2, and the differential of 3 minus 3t, minus 3. That's the velocity. The question actually said they're traveling at constant velocity. They didn't need to tell us that. We could see that in 2 ways. Firstly, when you look at this question, you should know this is constant velocity because there's no t squareds in it. There's no causes. There's nothing like that. It's linear. That means it's going in a straight line. But the other way is, if you ever have a position coordinate, a moving one, just differentiate it. It tells you the velocity. And the velocity is clearly constant. And also remember that velocity is telling you more than just how fast something is going. It's telling you its direction. In this case, what its bearing is. So you'll have to think about, can you solve the problem? What bearing is 2 across 3 down in a north-south grid? Okay, so that is part A. The next one is, it says that this point R, B, is directly south of A. I'm just going to line them up a bit. So we've got a coordinate of A and a coordinate of B. What does it mean that B is south of A? Well, it means that they have the same x-coordinate. So put those 2 things equal to each other. Now, part C is very difficult. Only watch this if you're going for a 7. I've got my 2 ships, either thought of as vectors or coordinates. And it's saying, at what time is B directly southeast of A? So the diagram looks something like that. Now, what we're going to do is, I need to know what this vector is. The vector AB. How do you find the vector AB? Everybody should know how to do this. So AB is B minus A. And so I simply subtract them. I've done that. I've written it as a vector because I'm thinking this is a vector, A pointing at B. And the question says that this is a southeast direction. What does southeast mean? Well, it means that you're going 1 across 1 down, 1 across 1 down. In other words, this x-coordinate must be the negative of the y-coordinate. And so I get that and I solve that to find t. Very difficult last part.